Welcome to the channel, everybody. My name is Ryan, and this is RimWorld, and we are back here. As you can see, everybody is leaving the little ritual room. We just had a nice ritual. Let's see what that mood buff was for them. Looks like unforgettable, +8. So they're all pretty happy. And if you take a look up here, we've got almost every single one of them color-coded to their favorite color. Looks like Skunk needs her helmet style change, so we'll let her have a little bit of dinner. And then, oh, look at them all getting those fine meals. I do find it interesting. Oh, I'm sorry, these are lavish meals. Yeah, that they choose the lavish meal over the stew, which equivalent, like, I think technically they're both lavish. But this one actually gives, like, benefits to consciousness, metabolism. So I kind of prefer that they eat those, but hey, I mean, they're going to eat these too. I don't think there's much benefit to their consciousness or anything. Maybe we should just switch those off, right? You know, this VGP vegetable garden mod does add a whole lot of cooking options if you go with that mod as well. There's a whole range of these VGP mods. And we could do something else, so I could turn off the lavish here. Again, not that I don't like it, it's just doesn't add any benefit for us. Now, most of these more elaborate meals down here, you can see like grilled cheese or hamburgers. That would be a good one. These are going to add some form of benefit. So if we go to details on the hamburgers, we look, it says it affects metabolism and manipulation. So that would be a good one for sure. The thing with the burgers is you need, what is it, cheese and bread beforehand. So I actually do have some cheese being made. It's just we don't have any milk right now. Wait, we might have one cow. Yeah, so we've got very, very little milk production. We've got a bull. Oh, no, we do have a cow now. Okay, that's right. We're starting to get that up and running. So we can look for a few other items here. You can also see there's a whole range of baked goods here at our oven. Maybe this is the way to go because I don't have anything set up right now. Yeah, that does remind me. There's one good option here, dehydrated fruit. This is a means of preserving fruit. Again, the VGP Vegetable Garden mod adds this, and you can do it with any kind of fruit, even it's like modded stuff. It's really, really valuable too. I think it's like $10 for a piece or something like that. It's pretty high value, so it's worth doing. The only thing you got to watch is a lot of the time the recipes, like your other recipes and stuff. If you go to vegetarian fruits, dried fruit will be selected right there. So you want to watch that. Make sure if you start making dried fruit that they're not using it as an ingredient and stuff. See, it's even, yeah, it's set for all of these. So that's one of the main reasons I kind of don't go with it very much. Just because it is kind of a pain in the butt to go through and micromanage everybody so they don't eat it. But if you can get a nice store of it going, it's great for a trade good. Okay, just a last final update on the kitchen here. I've set up some bills at the oven basically. So we're going to make that bread because that's a key ingredient in several different like later stage dishes. Oh, hold on real quick. We're getting interrupted here. No worries, that's all we needed to do. So also we've got pizzas, which are interesting. Let's check these out. Look at the buff we get from eating a pizza. Increased consciousness and metabolism. So that's good. Consciousness is basically like a buff for everything. You know, it's going to increase movement, all that good stuff. Metabolism, I believe that mainly helps like healing. So if you're injured, I think, actually that might be wrong. Metabolism's probably food rate, something like that. But anyway, so no worries. I think blood filtration or pumping is the healing factor. And there is food that helps that too. So pizza's good. It's elaborate, but you can see we need cheese, flour, and any kind of meat, which we have two of the three right now. We'll get some cheese eventually. And of course, the sweet rolls. Now, these are pretty good because it just takes flour and sugar cane, which is super easy. I've already got that prepared. I was thinking ahead on this stuff. And if we check this one out, you can see it doesn't add a benefit, but it is considered a lavish meal. So they're going to get a mood buff from eating it at least. Now, if you missed the last episode, then you might be a little bit surprised to see that we've got ourselves a granulin tree, or however you pronounce it. And it's right here. It is being affected by multiple structures, but who cares? Now, the reason we've planted this is because we've got ourselves a new prisoner here, Mr. Grunt. I believe, yeah, he was a drop pod. Or was that right? Yeah, it was a drop pod. And he's not super impressive. Fast walker, hard worker, delicate. But I mean, these are two good trades mixed with a really nasty trade. Delicate's not great. But the good news is he's an exceptional planter. But we're doing okay because we've got plenty of aggro hands, not to mention like 4 or 5 pawns who can do it too. So I've decided once we get him recruited, which we're actually pretty close, he's only 4.3 resistance away, he's going on that granulin tree. I haven't really decided yet what we'll do with it. Maybe provide wood. We don't really need wood though. We'll see what our options are. We might just end up making a combat, which is always fun, you know. But as far as I remember, they're not super effective or anything like that. But you know how it goes. It's always fun to try new things here in the Rim. Well, speaking of friendly things on the rim, this is not one of them. We've got ourselves a ship defoliator part. Just a quick review, catch up for everybody who might have missed it. This is out here, and of course we have the Fog of War mod installed, so we can't actually see what's around it, but trust me, there is a significant amount of mechs. I don't know what kind or how many exactly, but when we initially caught this on camera, or on screen, we saw all the little drop pods that surrounded it, but as soon as they opened up, it just went blank. Couldn't see a thing. So that's part of the effects of our Fog of War mod, which has been a very, very difficult mod to adjust to, but nonetheless fun. And ultimately, I'm glad that I installed it. So I think it's added a lot to this particular playthrough. So, but we've got to worry about that. That's why, in fact, if you noticed, I've got the door locked, and everybody is currently restricted to the safe zone, basically, including the mechs. So that's an issue. Now, down here, we're starting to stockpile our explosive shells again. We got our 3 mortars. In fact, at some point, I need to get some people down here just to load them up so that they're like ready to fire the minute we get a true threat. So we'll work on that, but kind of the backlog is the chem fuel now, because we killed off all our animals at one point, and right now this is the only thing. I should start to trade for it if possible. Look at this, what a quest. What? Oh my god. 5s. Oh, this is amazing. Wait, guys, hold your horses. For one thing, 5 psychic animal pulsers? Dude, we've already got 3 of them. 3 of them in here. This is our special little holding area, as you can see. In fact, I think I'm going to surround it with granite. Nah, I was going to put some lights in there, but we don't need it. We just need the doors in front of it. But I'm trying to start to tuck anything that's like super valuable or explosive. I'm starting to bury it inside the mountain, as you can see, because we've had some bad experiences with explosive in the not too distant past. But nonetheless, I think we're looking good. So we will accept that quest. Now, here's what I'm hoping is these elephants will attack the mechs right up here. They might go for the mechs. I'm not even joking. And if that happens, I think luckily we will be able to see the battles. So I'm definitely going to show you guys what happens. But even if the worst case scenario, they just come to the front, I mean, it's not that bad. We can take out some elephants. I'm sure of it. Aw, Carlson, how could you? On the eve of the elephant attack, he has gone berserk here. We've got to protect our dear Grunt. Unfortunately, he has not quite been recruited yet. But good news is that Carlson has been reduced, so to speak. He doesn't have a lot left. He's basically bouncing around on one leg with not much else going on in terms of sensory organs or appendages to attack with. So let's get a couple of our specialty melee people. Furry, get in here. I think Furry's our best option. You bet. Grunt might just be able to take this on his own. He is injured, but let's just see what happens. Couple of bruises, a crack or two. Not going to be life-threatening. This, you can tell melee is not Grunt's specialty. No. Oh, he just went up a skill level, though. Good job. Oh, yeah. Oh, darn it. Furry started a social fight with Grunt immediately. What happened? Grunt insulted Furry's ideas. Wow, that sucks. I mean, I get pissed about that, too. Whew, man. He had a uranium mace. I'm surprised. Grunt survived that fight. Actually, that's pretty badass. That spells a lot. I think a positive future for Grunt, considering the fact that he is delicate, but he didn't, like, drop during that fight. He literally won the fight. Now, like I said, Furry is a reduced person, but nonetheless, I'm pretty happy about that. I was really going to say, oh, this is a terrible trait, but now that I look at it, it's really only 15% more than the normal damage, so to speak. It says 115%. I think baseline is just 100%. So, we'll see how it goes. So, but like I said, that was decent. Oh boy, there it is. Look at that. An even 10,000 threat points used. Good job, Randy. All right, let's go. We can't see him, obviously, but we know it's the elephants. Well, I'm pretty sure. I just clicked past it real quick. Let's double check. Is this part of our quest? Yeah, that's the elephants. So we're going to watch, kind of just keep an eye, because like I said, if they start fighting, we'll see the action. It does like clear up the fog of war when even enemies start shooting and stuff, which is cool. There's a lot of good control you can do over this fog of war. So if you do decide to install this mod, you can go into the options and tweak a lot of stuff, like whether or not animals will open up the fog for you, different things. So check that out. But if we're quiet, we'll hear them. But like I said, I'm gonna really watch it. Oh, no, looks like they're coming straight for us, so that's okay. Not a big deal. Like I said, I think we can still handle it, but we do need to get everybody up because these, with the AI mod, as I just mentioned, the fog of war, it does change the AI itself, and so these guys might just get through if they all go straight for the door, which is probably what they're going to do. So we need to get everybody up, probably including the mechs. Just raise them up. Move them. I swear, I put these mechs where they belong, and then they all somehow get scattered around. This one's injured too. How's Emma not repaired him yet? Maybe just somebody just shot him actually. So this is good. I mean, a lot of these are going to go bad from the scaria rot that they all have. Being manhunters, of course, they have this scaria, which basically makes them rot almost instantly upon death. There's a small percent chance they won't, so we might get like 4 or 5 corpses out of this, which, considering they're elephants, is still a good chunk of meat. So I'm a little disappointed they didn't attack our mech friends, but I think it's because they're dormant. If these things had been active and kind of roaming around, I think that might have been better. That gives me an idea, in fact. Let's check the wildlife tab. There's a lot of rhinos on the map. So what I was thinking is we could do kind of a coordinated attack against these mechs if we want to. We can also leave them dormant, because I don't think that defoliator is going to hurt us. But what I could do is activate the mechs with some mortars, drop a few on their head, and then like in that same moment, as soon as they're awoken, we could activate one of our animal pulsers, because we're going to have like 10 or 11 of them here shortly. And I think that would cause the animals to attack them. Now again, I might be wrong. I'm pretty sure the animals will attack mechs though, but we'll see. If we want to go that route, that's cool. Again, if they get awoken by like a raid too, that would be amazing. Because in a way, I'm kind of leaving it as like a little insurance policy, you know? Because if a raid does happen to come in this corner of the map, it's almost certain that they're going to get involved in a little kerfuffle up here. So I'd like to see that. Now, here comes the hard part. Getting all these elephants in here. Because I've got most of these people set to the home or to the safe zone, but no worries, I'll take care of that. Well, here's my solution to the problem. Let the mechs do it, right? Just keep the people inside and safe. Also, setting things on fire helps too, which we did manage to do. But looks like our mechs are just ignoring that. I've got this set over here, so no raiders or anything can hide behind these big corpses, take cover. I don't even know if that's a thing, but I just want to prevent it. I can't remember why I set up the stockpile, but we'll get rid of it. So we just got our reward. Let's jump to that. Oh, there it is, 5. So we've got a total of 8 psychic animal pulsers, man. Just because of the sheer quantity of those, I wanna give our little plan a try and bust open this thing. But I'm gonna wait. I'm just gonna hold off there. All right, looks like the animals are all taken care of. So let's get everybody back in the safe zone. Don't want to risk it. We'll put all our lifters back and lock the doors again. Oh, well, I was just checking out our grunt here. He's almost ready, or she. he he's almost ready to be recruited. And I noticed, see that right there? That's the dried fruit we were talking about at the beginning of the episode. So that's what it looks like. It's like a mixture. You can see little pineapple rings in there, maybe some blueberries. Oh, Carlson just came over. He's eating it. Carlson, that's not for you. At first I thought he was puking on it. No, he's just eating it. That's okay, Carlson. You can have it. But what just popped up? Oh, Princess is making masterwork flak vests, everybody. Come get your new flak vests. It's time to get our people geared up properly. I'm going to reduce those down a little bit. Yeah, I'm trying to really get focused on some of their gear here, make some decent stuff. I'm probably going to pop out a couple more SMGs for the youngins and those folks who don't have like really really good ones. I don't want to go overboard because we're always low on components and stuff, but I'm hoping she'll turn out a couple legendaries. Oh look, there's the jump packs we researched recently. Let me put a couple of those up there. We've got 1, 2, 3 melee, so I'm gonna do 3 jump packs, and of course this needs to be princess. She'll probably end up making legendary jump packs or something, but I like to, even though I'm like just forcing her to make these, I still like to suspend them so she doesn't go out of order, any craziness. It's a lot better to do it that way. We've kind of put our bionics on hold, which isn't good. I should be doing that more. I'm sure we could use a couple extra legs and arms here and there, so I'll get a couple of those going. I did have her make a batch of advanced components, but of course that means we're low on regular components, so we got to get those up and running. God, I wish I could have 2 production specialists. I tell you what. Now the good news is we can of course have as many crafters as we want. So I do have Furry here set to help out, and I believe 1 or 2 of the kids. Yeah, Toxie, we put a passion in that, didn't we? Yeah, Toxie's got a little passion. So she was kind of our backup production specialist, but she'll help out there too. So, oh, little life bakken, cutting up some stones. Man, these kids, I tell you what, they're so invaluable. And not to mention, half the time they're getting like little inspirations for go frenzies or trading. So it's pretty amazing. Oh, and speak of the devil, little Toxie, look at that perfect timing. All right, what traits do we want here? Oh boy, oh boy. So she's a hard worker, optimist. Look at this. Hard worker, optimist, steadfast. We could basically make her immune to mental breaks right here. Fast walker's great, especially coupled with a hard worker and the fact she's going to be working in the great memory. Oh, really? Oh, these are so good. Of course, the last 3 are kind of lame. Masochist is not bad. It's not a bad one, but I am so tempted to go for steadfast, but it's got to be either great memory or fast walker. Since she's not going to be a specialist or anything like that, she's just going to be learning naturally. I think we'll give her great memory here. So what about her skill? Look at these passions, dude. She can literally just do 3. Oh my god, she's so good. Okay, so let's do a shooting passion for sure. Let's give her a mining passion also. She can help out with that. And last but not least, intellectual. Yep. I was going to do artistic, but no. We'll probably capture an artist or something. Maybe that's who we'll inject with our little genetic manipulation, some baseline artist. But anyway, so Toxie's amazing. Let's go. Oh, so wait. Okay, she's officially grown up now. Got it. Okay, yeah. Let's go into her work schedule. Here we go. Doctoring. No, we didn't give her any passion for that. She can do this stuff a little bit. Socializing, I don't mind if she helps with that. You know what, come to think of it, no, we didn't give her a passion, so take her off that, because she's got other more important stuff to do, like construction, maybe a little bit of mining in her off time. But yeah, I definitely want her to do this stuff. Very, very high priority crafting for sure. Refining, not so much. Set that to a 3. Take her off stone cutting. I usually don't have my crafters do stone cutting. Like you can see Princess, our number 1, she's set to research at the, when she's off time. Other people can stone cut. Okay, but let's finish up with Foxy here. So we've got her smelting. We'll take that off too. I'll get some of the other kids to smelt. Right now we don't really need it. Crafting, yes, that's a 1 for sure. That involves a lot of different stuff, like mending falls under the crafting skill. Okay, so that's good. Now, I do kind of want her to mine in her off time. So we'll set this. I'm not going to worry about genetics with her, but I will set research, but we'll do it to a 4. I wish I could set this higher. There is a mod that allows you to go up to 9 with priority. I might have to look for that in my next playthrough. But anyway, that's okay. She will most likely mine in her off time. But I love it. Toxie, you're here. What kind of gear? She's got an excellent SMG. That'll work for now. Let's just check out our weapons. We got a minigun. I might end up giving her this assault rifle once she levels up a little bit, but then again, we're going to be working on some new stuff too. I think we need some more adult clothing also. Shoot, I ended up selling a lot of it. I see a shirt or two, so hopefully she can find something to wear. But man, that's great. So she gets moved up, put in with the rest of the colonists. Fantastic. I think she's missing a gladius. Nope, she's got it on her. Okay, perfect. Nice, nice, nice. Yeah, I'll get Princess working on some more clothing here. We'll get around to clothes. Oh, and we've got, of course, we got to set her up for her favorite color, whatever that happens to be. Oh boy, we got ourselves a little too deep infestation. We haven't seen many of these, have we? No, we haven't. We haven't been doing a lot of deep drilling, but let's get them all together here. Come on, everybody. Come on down. All right, move, move, move. You know, I want to check one thing real quick. All right, just want to make sure we don't have any kids in the growth vat. I just got to thinking for a second, you know what, I can't remember if we got kids in the growth vat. That was random. But here we go. So we've got our melee people. Let's get them right up front here. In fact, I'm just going to hold this door open for the fight here. And we'll get the rest of our people in here too. We're going to take this out. We're going to handle this real quick. Get in here. Princess, why don't you just stay outside? Okay, where's our other melee person? Missile's got his freaking fiery plasma sword. This thing's beastie. He needs some armor. I need to get Furry and him some serious armor. That should be on our list of production stuff. Obviously, Princess has it because she's most important to us. All right, Furry is deploying a tox gas, which is probably not good for his health. No, not at all. I got to get him some lungs. If we want to keep this boy around with us, yeah. He's a good pawn. I'm going to try and get him some lungs. That's it. I was debating on not, but we upgraded Zachary. Where is he at? Old Zach. There he is, fighting away. He's our Hussar. He's got some synthetic lungs. It still shows the initial buildup, but I think that's probably because we're literally swimming in a sea of it right now, so probably shouldn't have hit him with that. Damn it, he's got the extreme buildup. It'll go away. It'll go away. I think that our hospital, yeah, the hospital's fairly well clear of toxins, so we'll get him picked up. All right, Toxie, why don't you grab him? Yeah, that was it. Okay, well, that was a mistake, but I mean, he was wearing the belt, so what are you gonna do, man? Furry, if you don't want to inhale immense toxic fumes, then don't wear a tox belt. That's what I always say, right? Well, I guess I will definitely have to make some more clothes, won't I? Our boy Grunt, here he is. He just got recruited. He's instantly putting on the wrong gear, too. Wait, what is he? Delicate. No, he's delicate. He's definitely not going to be wearing that, a melee. Let's go ahead and get him. This boy right here needs an SMG. He is not, or maybe even better, a shotgun. Oh, you know what? A chain shotgun's probably a good idea. Yeah, so we'll just leave that belt on him for now. He is delicate, so I'll set him up with a nice little chain shotgun. We'll get that going. Let's check on his work tab real quick. There it is, chain shot. That'll be the first one we've got. Hopefully she can churn out something real nice, like a legendary or something. But all right, she'll get to work on that soon. Let's check our boy here, his work schedule. What do we got? All right, let me go through and get all this set. We'll figure everything out. Looks like he's another construction guy. Fantastic. Oh, well, you know what? I almost forgot when I was going through his work tab that I wanted to set him up with this tree. That was his whole deal because he's a good planter. So I've pretty much turned him off of everything else. He's not really doing anything else now except devoted to this tree. There he is. It's connected. Jesus, look at the amount of leaves that thing produced. Holy crap. Was that just because of the ritual? Wow. You know what's cool though is these produce an immense amount of beauty. So it's a little bit less than like planting flowers, but you don't have to come through here and manage these things. They exist now. So that's cool. I'm going to set him I want him to get a full connectivity because basically he's going to do nothing else. We don't need him helping over here at all. This is perfectly fine. Everything is planted. There's nothing being, literally they're working on the last little bit right now. So our garden is good. We're just going to get him. I don't know what dryad. Let's start with, we don't need carriers. We'll start, what's medicine maker? Whoa, never even seen this. Herbal? If it was regular, yeah, if that was regular medicine, I might go with it. Oh, that might be from a mod, huh? I'm not sure because I see an ironwood maker down here. What is this? With the ability to produce produces more granulin pods. Cool. So you got to have the tree connection mean. We're gonna go with claws. We'll just make our boy here. What's his face? Grunt. Yeah, I like that actually. We'll accept Grunt and his grunts. Yes. Confirm. So Grunt and his grunts will help us fight and stuff since we don't have much of an animal army, which I do plan on correcting at some point. In fact, maybe it's in near future we should get out there and hit up one of these genetics laboratories. That's an ancient. Here it is. These right here, abandoned lab. So this is actually for genetics research. You can start off like getting the basics you need for making animals and stuff. I've messed around with that mod in the past. I'm sure there've been some updates and stuff, but might not be a bad idea to dig out a nice little room here for some genetics and stuff. Is that the best area though? Oh well, I'll worry about that at a later date. We're still just kind of getting grips on actual human genetics. So we've assembled a couple of these, by the way. They're still just kind of sitting here on our shelf. We got a couple of xenogerms, Cryptfighter and Cryptfighter 2. I won't go through those details with you there. We've made them basically for melee people with the tox gene. So we're looking to abduct some baseliners or something and inject them with those. I'm really anxious to see how that goes. But I think that'll do it for today's episode, everybody. We are just getting geared up for a lot of different activities here. Not to mention, we've got mechs on our doorstep, so at some point we're going to see those guys jump into action. I hope you will tune in for that episode and many more, guys. Hit that like button if you're enjoying the content. Let me know what you think down in the comment section, and I will see you guys on the next one. Hey there, everybody. I just wanted to give a very special shout out to my Patreon members. These folks may not only make my channel possible, but they help motivate me to do the very best I can here on YouTube, and I appreciate them very much. Also, I want to give a very special shout out to Vita for providing this cuttlefish scientist drawing. Thank you, Vita.